The left loves to focus on the fact that President Trump made his money in real estate, came from money, that he's a billionaire. They try to play him off as some out-of-touch rich guy while they claim to fight for the little guy. They hold him up under a microscope, scrutinizing every little thing he has done as a businessman. Now that the Democrats have a new standard bearer, as you've seen, Madam Kamala, how come no one is looking into her finances? Vice President Harris has been in public service for nearly 20 years. First as a San Francisco DA, then Attorney General of California to the Senate, and straight from there to the vice presidency. These jobs pay well. California Attorney General made about $143,000 when Harris held the office, which by California standards today does not sound like all that much, but U.S. senators make about $174,000 a year. The vice president of the United States makes about $284,000. Not too shabby, but in today's economy, these are upper middle class salaries. So that raises the question, how is Kamala Harris's net worth today allegedly worth $8 million? Her sister, Maya Harris, also works in government and is well connected, even serving as a policy advisor to Hillary Clinton. Is there a family scheme here going on? Are they taking any tips and tricks from some of these big political families? Joining us now is Peter Schweizer of the Government Accountability Institute, New York Times bestselling author, just out with a fabulous new book, Blood Money. Welcome back.
Great to be with you, Chanel. Thanks for having me.
What's your take on Kamala's finances? Is there anything to see there, or is there some questions in your mind based on how she has risen through the ranks?
No, it's a great question. There are some very interesting and curious things to be found here. I mean, we have to remember that her political career really began because of her alliance and association with Willie Brown, the mayor of San Francisco. They had been romantically involved earlier, and in 2003, the San Francisco district attorney at the time, a guy named Terrence Hallinan, was investigating Willie Brown. Now, Willie Brown had set up Kamala Harris with a couple of very high-paying appointments in state government that she had no background or qualifications in. These were state boards. Each one paid about $100,000 a year. Each one required that she show up basically once a month. But she got that San Francisco DA's job because Willie Brown wanted investigations ended by Terrence Hallinan. So he ran Kamala Harris against Terrence Hallinan. She won, and she stopped those investigations. So that's what launched her political career. She then, of course, became involved with and married Doug Emhoff, a Los Angeles attorney, and then she became the Attorney General of the state of California. And this is where these conflicts of interests begin to arise that are, I think, very concerning. Doug Emhoff's firm, Venable, represented a lot of corporate clients. When she was Attorney General, there were 6 nutrition supplement companies that were under investigation by the Department of Justice, by the Federal Trade Commission. There was also in her San Diego office as Attorney General, people that wanted these 6 supplement companies investigated as well. She squelched that investigation. And the problem is that her husband's law firm represented those 6 companies. She did not recuse herself. It was a massive conflict of interest. So part of understanding Kamala Harris's rise and her financial wealth is understanding how her rise in political office dovetails with the commercial interests and the legal practice of her husband, who represented a lot of corporate clients at the same time she was supposed to be exercising authority as Attorney General of California.